Ready.
We're live. Oh my goodness.
We are live.
Hello, everybody. I feel like I'm off center and really, really bright. Welcome for another night of dread, terror, outbreak, undead. We lost a Noir.
Yep, sorry, 1 second.
Okay. As long as you're still there, we're still there.
Yep.
We're still all here. Everybody's here. Tonight we are indeed joined by Diana. She's just putting on a picture instead. She said, "Those plebs don't deserve to see my real face tonight, so here's a picture."
I'm pretty sure that's not what I said.
She's hiding her true beauty.
That's what you said and what I heard are two different things.
Y'all, I'm a bridge troll with a migraine tonight, so
false.
You get a picture instead.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to do a quick around the room here so everybody can introduce themselves and their character, and then we'll do our weekly check-in to see how everybody's feeling in this, the beginnings of the zombie apocalypse. So let's start with Daniel today. Hey, Daniel, who you is, what you doing?
First of all, you're muted.
Thank you. I was muted. Didn't even realize it.
See, I would have let him keep going.
Happens so often. Well, that is how we know that Fancy is nicer than you are.
We should have just let him go the whole, just nod like we all knew. Next time we'll do
yeah.
So I am Daniel Smith, and since my intro was mostly muted, I'm going to leave it there and let other people go.
All right. And who are you in real life?
Oh, I am Alexander in real life. Sometimes.
Mostly.
Today, yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Let's travel up north to Maxwell Gray. How you doing? Who you is?
I'm Lord Fancy. I'm doing great. Maxwell, on the other hand, not so much.
He's had a bit of rough go.
Yeah, as the deputy sheriff, he spent his life trying to uphold the law and protect his community. And now with all this shit going on, he's really reeled that in.
I'll swing it across to Miss Quinn Strong.
Yes. Hi, hello. I'm Diana. I'm Quinn. She's grumpy. She just got maced. Like it's not, it's not a great day. It hasn't been a good one.
And last but certainly not least, Clyde Mist, our resident accountant.
Hello. I'm Noir. I'm playing Clyde, who is, just doing the best he can in macing his way into setting his boundaries.
Look, he's learned a thing or two in therapy.
Yeah.
About setting boundaries, learning to say no. Oh,
how to value his Honda Accord. Is that the car was? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Remember, folks, if oh man, what was the quote that you said?
You can survive the apocalypse on your own accord.
There we go. Yes. Not sponsored by Honda
us.
yet.
It was a car, please.
Yeah. The zombie edition Honda Accord.
Make it happy.
This ain't your daddy's Honda. All right.
Except it is.
Except it is. Wait. Noir?
I didn't want to tell you, son.
Wow, guys. Ooh. All right. Things are getting heavy already. When last we left our intrepid survivors, they had just arrived at the Good Samaritan Regional Medical Center at the behest of Deputy Maxwell Gray because his significant other works there, and he did get a radio transmission that made him think that she might be in a bit of trouble. I know all of you have opinions on this. Daniel, how do you feel about going to a hospital?
This is dumb. Super dumb. clearly they've never seen a single zombie film. Because why would you go to where all the bodies are? Like, that's where all the. We don't know if everyone's infected or if it is spread through only bites, because we haven't tested this theory yet.
It's true.
So, I'm playing on the assumption that everyone's infected, which means that anybody who dies in that hospital is going to be a zombie. Therefore, dumb. Super dumb. They're stupid.
Safe assumption. The only thing that we have definitively ruled out is that they are not affected by Bibles.
Yes. Or
So
mace.
Or mace.
Or mace.
Yeah. But we can rule out the supernatural side of things, at least portions of it.
Which means now we got to break into scientific. Like, what's the science behind them? How are they doing it? Are we rage zombies trying to figure that out, or are they just George Romero zombies, or is everyone infected? Who knows?
All will be revealed in time. You got a shotgun now, though, so that's
I
good.
sure do.
So you are in the Honda Accord with your best friend in the whole wide world, Clyde, who is also armed now. Clyde is armed with not only mace but also a sidearm that he rescued, let's say, from a police officer. How are you feeling, Noir? You no qualms, just double tapped. You know, you followed your Zombieland rules of survival and double tapped corpse. You're also headed to the hospital with the you have this internal conviction of making sure that the deputy sheriff gets to the hospital on safely.
Yeah, there's that, and I want to make sure that Miss Strong also gets to the hospital safely, just to further ensure that the 3% that is owed to the city does in fact get paid to the city. And I am also a little perturbed still that I had a shotgun confiscated from me, even though I've been doing nothing but protecting individuals. I don't think this officer understands that we are in a 82% positive zombie apocalypse. So just working through some things, those in particular.
And you stated that you wish to make sure that Miss Strong gets to the hospital safely, and yet you were prepared to leave her in the middle of the road after macing her last time.
So I said the line, I'm not going to save you, but I'm not going to kill you, but that doesn't mean I'm going to save you. Honestly, I just wanted to quote Batman Begins.
I mean, you got that cool moment.
Yeah, I thought that might shake some fear and sow some reason into Miss Strong, who's being a tad unreasonable by trying to take my Honda Accord, even though I explained very clearly that I was the only one legally insured to drive the vehicle,
which is very important in a apocalypse situation.
I mean, if we're going to just forget the rule of law, we might as well count ourselves among the savages and surrender all things civilized.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. In the other vehicle, we have two unlikely companions. We have Ms. Quinn Strong and Deputy Sheriff Gray. Ms. Quinn, you were just maced, like right in the street. You know, this accountant who continually insists that your company owes the city money, maced you after refusing to provide you with the car keys with which you could escape that current situation.
Yes. I mean, you don't need to recite the facts back to me. I was there.
I was too. I am your internal monologue.
So.
How angry is she right now on a scale of 1 to 5?
you
I
know,
just want to throw things out the window there. 1 to 5.
Clint is dead to her. So that 3% is never going to happen. However, it seems like Maxwell has the right idea here. So what we'll do is we'll follow Maxwell. We'll stick with him. I don't know where those other 2 got off to, but as soon as we get to the hospital, I can call headquarters. I can get myself that helicopter ride, and then this stupid weekend will be over, and I never have to come back to this podunk town ever. So there's that.
You turn your volume up just a little bit.
I did.
Okay. Podunk Town.
I said what I said.
Now, you had the opportunity to approach some authority figures, someone that had things under control last week with the Oregon National Guard. They were there. You were steps away from security, lots of guns, armor, and you chose to ignore that.
Yeah. I believe that it was set in the wonderful film Jurassic Park.
Documentary.
Yes. A person is smart, people are stupid.
That was Men in Black, but
was that Men in Black? Either way.
Yep.
Guys, I have a headache. Leave me alone. So why would I risk putting myself in a situation where there are a lot of idiots around when I know where I have to go to get what I need, and there are fewer people standing in my way?
Maxwell, you have been experiencing a very different zombie apocalypse than the rest of them. You've been in 2 car wrecks.
Yeah.
You lost your partner as well as 2 other of your coworkers right in front of you. In fact, you had to shoot your partner in the leg only. You had not surrendered at that point to full-on catastrophe. And you know for a fact that your wife is out there somewhere, potentially in danger. And that has led you to this hospital with this group of eclectic individuals.
Yep.
How you feeling?
And not too pleased with the current circumstances. But regardless of all the chaos that's going on, he's come this far already. And he knows what his goal is, so he's gonna find her.
And you knew Officer White, who was in the car wreck
Fellow
that
deputy.
you witnessed, and you watched Clyde put a bullet in his head. You weren't completely sure he was dead.
Nope.
Is this something that's weighing in the back of your mind?
Yeah, a little bit. At the moment, most pressingly, I made sure to disarm Clyde. And it was trying to control the situation. And then the punk who continues to run his mouth decided to flash some badge in my face and get wordy. He appealed to my ethos. I gave him the shotgun, no extra ammunition. And yeah, I'm still thinking about both those things. And I'm really hoping that they don't come back to affect me in any way.
Just a little thing I'm gonna throw in the back of your head. You may or may not be responsible for the death of 2 humans so far. In this here paradox, you haven't slain any zombies, as it were, but you ran over Daniel's friend, and then he died in a car wreck. And then Janet, we're not sure if Janet survived. She had some severe injuries, and you all just kind of dropped her off at the National Guard. For a man that is vowed to serve and protect, how How are those lives weighing on him?
Oh yeah, yeah. He he definitely feels a twinge of guilt about it, but there's really nothing he can do about it right now. And as far as he's concerned, he personally did not hurt them or kill them, so he's gonna have to deal with those feelings as soon as he can handle his pressing goal.
All right. I'm not going to ask Daniel how he feels about the lives that have been lost in his care because I think he wouldn't care. I think that's a known quantity at this point. So we rejoin our survivors as they overlook the hospital, the Good Samaritan Regional Medical Center. Now, this is the only hospital in the city. So anybody that has been injured in the last 8, 12, 24 hours has gone to the Good Samaritan. If you all recall, there was a massive plane wreck, a plane crash on the far side of the highway, and that led to a lot of vehicle crashes. You've seen some evidence of police cars and ambulances that have been crashed or waylaid on their way to the hospital. In fact, you just passed an ambulance with a body bag in the back that was twitching violently. And as you stand overlooking the hospital before you fully drive down into the parking lot, you see a crowd of people clamoring to get in. The parking lot is full. There are people walking. There are people carrying other people. It looks like mostly you see some people that have been burned. You can tell from here that there have been a lot of car wrecks and people are bringing them in because it doesn't look like the ambulance are bringing anything in, at least not from where you can see. And as you watch down in the parking lot, there's a woman carrying a man, and he suddenly starts to twitch violently and turns his head and chomps a big bite out of her shoulder as she shrieks, and the crowd pulls away from the interaction.
As we kind of watch this, I'll sort of lean over to Maxwell, but I'll still be watching the what's happening outside, and just say, we need to get to the morgue. Where's the morgue entrance?
Would I be able to recall that?
Why don't you give me a navigation roll?
Using my wonderful Die Hard dice to get a 37, and my navigation is a number. Why am I having a hard time here? 43. I succeeded 1 degree.
1 degree of success. You know that the morgue is there. It has its own separate entrance, and it is on. It is not on the map that I have. So it is on the far side of the building. The emergency room is directly opposite on the far side from where you are. And the main entrance is around the left side of where you all are coming up on the hospital. So the morgue is going to be... Do you see the right side where it says ancillary building?
Yep.
That's where the morgue is.
Okay.
So you all are right near the Corvallis Clinic, looking over the parking lot there where the Radiation and Oncology Center is. The main parking lot is off to your left that is full of cars, and the main entrance is right on the other side of this clinic building.
We're gonna have to drive around over to the ancillary. Why the morgue?
It's tough to explain, but it won't have a crowd at the entrance. People usually don't think to go there, whereas the emergency room's going to be overrun and people are going to be pounding the main doors to the hospital. It's the safest way in.
All right. I'm gonna drive around to it.
Clyde,
Mm-hmm.
you see their car ahead of you stop. You see it stop for a moment, and you witness this crowd growing down in the parking lot, and becoming agitated. What do you plan to do in your car, Daniel and Clyde? Are you going to follow them as they start to drive around the building?
Could we see the lady that was holding the body that started to shake and then bite?
Yep.
Could we see that?
You all saw
Okay.
that happening in the parking lot.
Okay. So Daniel is going to look over at Clyde. Hey man, this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
They're already turning. They're already turning.
This is getting tight. Where are they going?
I don't know, but like this place is gonna be overrun soon.
Yeah, this is. We've got
Like,
to warn
we
them. We've got.
we don't know. We don't need to warn them. He is a police officer. He can handle himself.
I'll do respect. He is not. He does not seem to be very aware of the situation that he's in.
Well, I'm not gonna argue with you because it's your accord and you've laid down the rules in your accord already. So I mean I'm here for the ride. I'm not gonna get out right where I'm at. That's suicidal.
Well,
I would just like to say, please keep an open mind on leaving them.
I have a very open mind on leaving them because this is a probable powder keg of the making.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, you saw that plane go down earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, where do you think they brought those bodies?
Directly to the morgue. You don't think they're heading to the morgue, do you? That'd be the dumbest thing you could do in a zombie apocalypse.
God, I hope that's not where they're going. That would be the dumbest thing they could do in a zombie apocalypse.
I mean, because that's where they put all the bodies that they think are dead, and clearly
And
we
then
don't.
just turn back. Yeah, no, I'm there with you. I'm on the same page there, Clyde. I'm just saying we should not.
It looks like they're going to the ancillary building.
Okay.
You don't think.
That's not.
No.
No, this is a bad idea.
No, there's no way.
Currently, just to clarify, they're driving around the left side of the hospital, which is going to take them past the main entrance and all the parking lots.
They're gonna
Okay,
go
so we
past
haven't seen them go.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna follow just in case they need an evac, and once I see them safely walk into the building, we will get out of here.
Okay, that's a good idea. Here's mine. As soon as they round that corner up there, we should just assume they made it and take off. But again, you're driving, it's your accord. I understand your rules, but I am gonna voice my opinion on this.
Well, I'll just keep your shotgun ready, and we should be fine.
About the shotgun, I saw you grabbed for the shotgun first. Do you know how to use one of these?
In theory, I get the mechanics. You know, back at summer camp, we did some basic shooting and firearm safety. Make sure that we teach the kids nice trigger discipline. We really rarely often got to the actual shooting part because we were so insistent on trigger discipline.
Okay,
you know,
well,
that's half the fun of playing with guns in and of itself.
Yeah, it's the trigger discipline. Couldn't agree more. On that note, I don't know how to use one of these. I have heard they have a strong kick though, and I have noodle arms. Would you like to trade the shotgun for the pistol?
You know, I'm far more comfortable with my pistol, but I can give you some basic pointers. You see, that's why you're gonna take the recoil in the chest. It looks like it's the arms doing the work, but you're gonna put the butt of the gun right on the meat of the shoulder right here, and then when it kicks back, it's gonna kick back right in that shoulder area. You just take it right, and you'll be right as rain.
Clyde.
Okay, all right. I think I'm gonna do good with this. We got this.
Yes.
Clyde, as you are driving around the parking lot and explaining the finer points of taking it to the chest,
Phrasing.
You notice out the right side of the window, a familiar.
No, don't you fucking do this, man.
A familiar face. You see Jeddah. She is in the parking lot, surrounded by all of these people, and she is supporting an individual that looks like they have a bandage wrapped around their head.
Daniel, I'm gonna need to make a detour.
It's Jeddah. Are you separated or divorced?
We are just going through a little bit of a rough patch. If I were to make a joke of it, I would say that it's difficult terrain right now, but we're gonna be fine. We just need to work together, have some conversations. Our therapist has been really showing us some of our problem areas, and as long as we talk to each other and I feel statements to make sure that we're not accusing each other the way that we used to, then I'm sure that we're gonna be just fine.
Are you charging in?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I tell Daniel, hold on. For a moment, there's something that I need to take care of, and then I floor it and I kick the crowd around her.
Oh God, what are you doing? Why would you do something like this? You know better than this.
You're driving right into the crowd?
If there's a crowd like coming like around her, like, you know, Thriller style, oh yeah, I'm running.
It at this point it looks like they're mostly. We lost
Okay.
we lost
I told her
Wild
to cut it
Alex.
and come back
Okay.
and see how that works. There we go. Not frozen anymore.
Oh my God, Clyde and Daniel have switched.
That's okay. Easy fix. Easy fix. Look
They
at
pulled a
that.
Freaky Friday.
Wow.
We were always the same.
I am now the driver, and now I turn the car to not go.
They the crowd itself, there are definitely injured people in the crowd, but except for that one zombie that you saw, it looks mostly like these are just humans, at least for the most part. Now
okay.
it's a large crowd of people that are bringing wounded and injured people to the hospital. And Jeddah, it looks like she has crawled up onto the hood of a station wagon, and she's supporting somebody with a head injury as she's trying to look at the main entrance to the hospital. And that's what drew your attention to the individual, standing there above.
Okay, then I'm gonna pull the car as close as I can to her.
Okay, we will come right back. Quinn and Maxwell, as you are driving, the main entrance to the hospital is off to your right now, and you see the Accord behind you pull off into the parking lot and start driving through the crowd.
Well, that problem solved itself.
What the fuck?
I don't know. He must have gotten scared. We can't worry about them.
Gonna keep driving. Yeah.
Leaving them behind. And just two more little ticks on your conscience. No big deal. That's fine.
Remember how Clyde just maced Quinn? Remember that?
Nope.
That tender moment?
They've got a shotgun and a handgun on them.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They're cautious. They're staying away from people. I'm sure Clyde's from around here. He knows where to go.
Regardless of their current sporadic behavior, I at least know them a little bit. But if something happens to them, I know nothing about the next person that picks up that weapon.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we may have to deal with something worse than a frothing mad person. Let's just get in there.
Okay. Is it really that serious, you think?
This crowd of people here, I just hope it's not that bad inside.
Well, you got that right.
I'll keep driving.
Okay, you're not pulling into the crowd?
Nope.
Okay. Oh my goodness, I don't have my dice out. Hold, please. I have to.
So,
as
Did I
you,
He's rolling for a flat tire right now.
no,
Rolling to see how many innocents Clyde kills.
I feel
Um,
nothing.
This many.
I feel nothing.
as you are driving around the outskirts of the parking lot there, the people at the edge of the crowd start turning, and you can see sort of some recognition in their eyes as they see that you are a police officer in a police car, and they run towards your vehicle and start hammering on the windows. Help us! They're not letting us in the hospital. They said it's full. Come on, we've got sick people here. There's injured people all over the place. Help us out. Hey, help
I
us.
flip on the siren.
I was about to do that. And now I'm going to get on the radio. Step away from the vehicle.
Come on,
Please
man, you're
form
supposed
an
to help
orderly
us.
line outside of the hospital and wait to be checked in to be seen. The National Guard is currently assessing the situation, and we need you all to be calm. Step away from the vehicle.
Are you attempting to calm others?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it, but roll at a disadvantage because this is a huge crowd. Actually, no, not disadvantage. I forgot. Roll me 2 difficulty dice. That's right. We have those thingies.
Remind me what they
That's
do to my roll.
They subtract.
Oh, see, I was turning on the siren in the hopes that it would hurt their ears and they would back away.
Oh God.
Different methods, same result.
They do pull away when the microphone starts and the sirens start.
So, my call mother is 23. I rolled a 29, and then I rolled a 9 with my difficulty dice. So is that now a 38?
Yes.
So 1 degree of failure.
With the sirens on and the people towards the middle of the crowd can't actually hear the words that you are saying, but they see a figure of authority and they turn around and start coming more and more, start coming towards your vehicle. And they're banging on the thing and you hear them yelling and demanding help.
Back away from the car. I'm going to turn the sirens off. This is Deputy Sheriff Maxwell Gray. Step away from the car now. Authorities are handling the situation.
A rock flies out of the crowd and hits the windshield.
Are we completely surrounded by people right now?
Nope, they're only on one side so far. But there's more from the outskirts of this large crowd in front of the hospital coming towards you.
I'm going to floor it.
Switch back over to Daniel and Clyde. You do see some of the crowd starting to pull away and approach the police vehicle. You hear the sirens come on for a moment. You hear the you can't tell what's being said, but you hear the loudspeaker. And you see Jetta turn around and look to see what the commotion is, and she sees you and makes eye contact. You're about 50 feet away through the parking lot to get to her. But there are cars everywhere, so you can't drive straight through. You'll have to weave through the parking lot, and there are obstructions. You're on mute.
Me and the Jetta were born for this.
Oh, this is a bad idea. What are you even doing? Why are we going this way? What's over here?
I've always wanted to say this ever since watching John Mulaney specials, but that's my wife. And you see he floors, and he starts to like Vin Diesel his way to his wife.
Give me a drive.
I don't like this.
Pilot.
I don't like this
vehicle.
at all.
Okay.
We're gonna do 1 difficulty dice.
Okay. Let me see. That's actually a pretty good roll. And pull up my character sheet. Hello, Clyde.
Oh,
And the
I would like to
difficulty
point out,
grade?
Justice, that just by sheer luck, I have the shotgun pointed up towards the ceiling and not down towards all of the mechanical stuff.
So,
Or
thank
your
God,
feet.
Sheer luck. Yeah.
my drive is 43. And with my difficulty die, I got 26.
Damn. You know, it's like this shining light as the Charge of the Valkyries comes across the speakers, and
Just so y'all know how serious this is, he changes it from Hootie and the Blowfish to the Tokyo Drift soundtrack.
the automatic disc changer that he has in the glove. Oh wait, no, this is 2019. We've got at least.
This is nice. This is nice one. Okay, I got my
Wait.
Spotify going. My offline tracks. This playlist is called "In Case of Emergencies" because each song there gets me hype, and I might break the speed limit a little bit.
Oh, or drive over some pedestrians.
You know, whatever the mood calls for.
Um,
Don't worry, I got your back if we gotta shoot our way out of this.
Gotta be prepared.
you
This song is
start
getting me pumped.
driving
I
through.
wonder if you know how they do in Tokyo. Okay.
You hit a corner and screech around it, and you knock 2 people. There was 2 people holding a third person between them, supporting them. It looked like their leg had been broken in some way, and you just clip them and they go flying into the next row of vehicles. As you charge down, people are jumping out of your way left and right.
Excuse me, sorry.
No, he's not. Get out of the way.
You hear a thump 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 as you accidentally run over someone.
I'm sure that was just a speed bump.
Jetta's face is like appalled as you're charging towards her. Dun 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 dun. You tell me, how do you think Jetta would respond to this?
Anger. She was always the angry one and the one that I could never set boundaries with, really. So it'd be like what the fuck are you doing type of situation, and he'd probably be like he'd probably try to say like cheesy one-liner because he knows he's in the zombie apocalypse, like hey honey, sorry I'm late.
What are you
Traffic
doing here?
was dreadful.
You are ruining the Honda. Did you see the suspension jump? You just ran over a person. What are you doing here?
Well, I had to save you. You know what's happening here. You're in a who's that?
Clyde, this isn't exactly the best time for this, but
What's this?
This is Jake. We've been talking.
Talking?
Jake from State Farm.
Yeah.
Sold you your
And-
insurance
Alright.
policy.
We were in
got
a
him
car
lined
wreck.
up.
He's my
You're in a-
coworker.
Well, the
And-
hospital's full right now, so why don't you and Jake get in the car?
And go where? He banged his head pretty hard against the window. It cracked. I think he might have a concussion. We need to get in the hospital.
There is no getting in the hospital, and I did some work at summer camp. I can easily
Clyde,
take care
I'm
of
so sick of hearing your summer camp stories. If I have to sit through one more campfire
Maybe
story,
if you went to camp with me, I mean, I had a lot of great stories at summer camp, dear, and a lot of those skills came in handy. And it was supposed to be a couples thing, but you had to work, and so I went to camp by myself, and I learned a lot. And the stuff I learned can come in handy right now because you're not getting into the hospital, dear.
that doesn't make any sense. The hospital is right there. They're just a little busy right now. We can get in there.
Do you see the crowd of people?
Obviously, I see them, Clyde.
Well, Jetta, then you would see that there's a crowd of people because there is a number of them still waiting to get inside, and you are at the end of the line, so you're not getting in. And also, this is a zombie apocalypse, honey.
What? What are you talking about?
He's right. 100%. He's right. It's a zombie apocalypse.
Who is this?
That's my friend Daniel. Daniel, Jetta,
We're
Jetta,
friends!
Daniel. Yeah, we're friends.
Yeah, all my friends died recently, so I needed some new ones. Get in the car, lady.
You should get in the
You
car
did
and
not
don't talk
talk
to
to
my
me.
wife like that.
With
Jetta,
respect, Clyde, I will not do that again,
Jetta, who's
but only
that?
respect to you.
Oh,
Oh, it's Jake. Jake's conscience. Yay!
oh,
Hi,
my
Jake.
head. Are we any closer to the front yet?
You're
No.
not gonna get closer, Jake, because nobody's getting in the hospital. Jake.
Yeah, Jake. And then I cock the shotgun to look intimidating. Now get in the car.
We should all get in the car.
Roll for intimidate.
That is a nope on the intimidation. You can have at most 4 failures, right?
Oh my god!
Jetta
He
just
drops the gun.
Yeah, Jetta just stares at you, just like.
See, I told you, it's these noodle arms. You should be the one holding the shotgun. Your arms are way bigger than mine.
Look, look, it's when you cock it, you have to make sure that you have it resting against your chest, like we practice. Jetta, please get in the car. It's the zombie apocalypse, and it's only a matter of time before a zombie comes, and I have to shoot them in the head, and I don't want you to see me in that light.
And that's when you hear the screams. Maxwell, as you continue to drive around, you see this altercation occurring around. You're coming around the side of the hospital, and you can still see the Accord has. It looks like they might have run over some people. You can't quite tell from where you're at, but there were pedestrians flying. Quinn and Maxwell both give me a spot look, listen, or whatever it is.
Spot
in the system.
listen.
Spot listen. There we go.
Ooh. What did you get?
Oh, I got many failures.
Fuck.
My spot
Yeah,
listed is not great.
I got a 1 degree of failure. How many did you get?
What's the most you could get?
Or
4.
Yeah, that many. Love you guys.
We're
y'all don't see shit.
I don't have enough points to fix this.
You all are surrounded by this group of pedestrians that is getting louder and more unruly. They throw a rock, it hits your windshield, and you gun it, and you send several of them flying off into the crowd. A few chase you. You feel a few more rocks pelt and hit the vehicle.
Hold on. I asked if we were surrounded.
Oh.
Because I didn't want to run anybody over.
No, you weren't surrounded. They were just up around the edges of the vehicle, and they were close enough that when you speed off, some of them kind of like tumble off. You're not
Okay,
like
I'm fine with that.
hitting them
I'm
and
fine with
flying
that.
off. Okay. Yeah.
Do we have around us in this vehicle? Are there any road flares or anything like that? Like check the glove box and that kind of thing.
I think it'd be in the trunk.
Yeah, there were 5 emergency road flares in the trunk of this vehicle as well as your squad car. Maxwell, did you grab those?
I grabbed everything. Yeah,
Okay.
I had it in my pack.
So it is in your pack. Where would that have ended up?
It's in the trunk.
Okay.
Damn it. Okay. What is in the glove box? Just curiosity.
There are some fast food napkins, quite a few of them. There's a bottle of hand sanitizer. There is a half-eaten candy bar. So like somebody ate one of the Twix and put the other one back in there for safekeeping, and the manual for this this Crown Vic, as well as a common, what would they call it? Like a book that would have all of the radio calls that the police and emergency vehicles would have.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
a
like
directory?
the code.
No, more like this is a 212
411. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a 987654321 in progress.
I don't think that's an actual thing. Great, cool. So, Maxwell, what you're going to see if you look to your right is Quinn is going to look super nervous and kind of eye the crowd around us, and then she's going to, like, go for the glove box with purpose, open it, see there's nothing useful, and then kind of slam it and slouch down in her seat while you kind of move through this crowd.
What are you looking for? There's nothing going to be in there.
I don't know, road flares, something, anything to toss out of the window and get them away from the car.
Well, that'd be in the trunk. But if they're going to chase us, I'm going to look in the rearview mirror.
There are some running, but they don't run very far. They're not. They don't really have a purpose at this point. It's more of a herd mentality that they're scared. You were a source of authority, and so they wanted some answers from you.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't outrun a vehicle.
But fortunately, they are not. Just take a breath. Here, do you... I'm gonna pull out a basically empty pack of cigarettes if you need one.
No, I quit years ago.
I'll just put it in the center console, all right?
Does it look like the area where we're driving to the ancillary building? Man, can't say that word tonight. Does it look like there is a large crowd over there too?
As you come around the right side of the hospital, I guess the left side of the hospital's on your right, the emergency room is on this tail end. And if anything, it is even more crowded and frantic. You do, however, see 2 military Humvees parked in front of the ER.
That
The
can't be good.
The crowd is large, but is it organized?
No, it's still kind of a milling mess. And the Humvees are kind of angled in front of the emergency room doors. And it doesn't look like anybody is actually going into the ER or out of the ER right now. There's just a crowd out front milling about. Very similar scene as you saw around the main entrance.
We're not going to be able to drive through this.
Can we go around it all?
We'd have to pull back, but we'd run right back into that crowd again.
Look, you just figure out a way to get us across to where we need to go. Is there between the front seat and the back of this vehicle I know there's a wire divider. Is there any way to like? Is there a door that I can open and kind of like a taxi cab door? No. Great. Cool.
No, I mean the grate has been pushed out. Remember, the zombie had knocked it through, so it's loose. You could crawl into the back seat, but there's not one of those like hidey holes where you can get into the trunk from the back seat.
Why would you make this so difficult for me?
It's a police car, lady.
Yeah, they don't want you getting in the trunk where the shotgun is.
I would think that the police would pay attention if they had someone in the back of the car. Okay.
What if someone was detained in the back of the vehicle while you were interviewing people, and they got free of their handcuffs and then got the shotgun?
Well, then they'd have a
Okay.
shotgun and be stuck in the trunk. So there's that.
Dangerous situation all around. Regardless, okay. We can either attempt to pull around, and I'm gonna point at the Charles S. Neville building to our left. We can go around the parking lot there, but we'd have to go through those people again. We could attempt to see if the military will let us just pass on through, but we'd have to walk.
I don't feel like
This
that's...
crowd is not going to let us get by.
Hey, storyteller.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of civil engineering under my belt. Looking at the exterior of this building and the surrounding area, do I see anything that could possibly be an alternative entrance to the building?
I don't. Just read your comment, Noir. You know what? Roll me. Sure. Yeah. Is civil engineering a rollable skill that you have?
You know, I don't know.
Or that was one of your skills?
Yeah,
right?
it was one of the things that I took.
What does that skill say for you?
Profession. This is a professional discipline dealing with the design, construction, and maintenance of works like roads, bridges, canals, dams, and buildings. When this character is stationed at a stronghold with a population bonus of more than 2 for 6, I don't know what that means. I get extra competence points for that, but I specialized in structural engineering.
Okay. Roll me spot listen with advantage on this one, because we're going to be you're going to be specifically looking for those building type things.
Two degrees of success.
You notice between you see where the main entrance there and the emergency room is around there.
I'm gonna take your word for it. I don't have the maps pulled up.
Okay. There's sort of a flat wall in between the two. There is actually a fire escape ladder there that you could get to, but you are going to draw attention to yourself, because now that kind of is between the two main crowds. There's a main crowd horseshoeing around the ER, and then that main crowd around the main entrance there.
I've got an idea.
Shoot.
You see that right there? And I'll gesture to the ladder.
Yeah. The roof?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sneaky. I don't know about you, but I feel like we could get over there.
Someone's bound to spot us, but we can try. How far is the ladder from the group?
Which group?
The group ahead of us. Or is it like in between the two?
It's sort of in between the two main groups.
Okay.
You know, they're focusing on the emergency room, and they're focusing on the main entrance there. So there's this gap of wall that is there's probably a sign there that says Good Samaritan Regional Medical Center, but and then that emergency escape ladder.
Hopefully they're distracted enough. I know the group that we came from is pretty much given up. All right.
I've got a plan for that too. Just give me your keys when you get your stuff out of the trunk.
Well, we might need this vehicle.
I'm not gonna do anything to it.
All right, we're gonna get what we need,
Okay.
and then we're gonna move.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna turn off the engine, and I'm gonna get out and pop the trunk.
Okay. Real quick, just to set the scene a little bit more. There is sort of like one of those cages around the ladder, and there may or may not be a padlock on it. But so you get out of the vehicle, you stop the car, get out of the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you stop the car, get out, you hear screams behind you. And we will shift back over to Daniel and Clyde.
I'm telling you to get in the car because it's a zombie apocalypse. Oh God, what is this now?
What is that? Did you hear a scream? We need to go.
There, as off to your, God, this is getting confusing. Off to your, it's a different direction away from you.
Okay.
You hear screams, and people start panicking and they're running, and somebody jumps across the hood of the Accord, and you see that that individual that you had seen from a distance is now almost carved a trail. It's grabbing people at random as it can and taking bites out of them, and then they kind of push it away, and it takes another lumbering step. It's an older gentleman, 70s probably, and he is kind of walking with sort of a shuffling gait as he moves forward and reaches it, grabs people. Someone tries to restrain him, as you see. It's a larger man. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And Grandpa grabs him and takes a big chunk right out of his neck. The guy screams, it grabs his throat and spins away and lands against a car.
Jetta, get in the car, please, honey.
She's standing there in shock, mouth wide open.
Jetta, don't have time. Please get in car. I love you.
What?
Get in the car.
Oh God, yes. Okay. Jake, come on, let's get down. And she goes to.
I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna get out to help her take Jake down, and then I'm gonna tell her to go ahead and get in the car.
When you say take Jake down,
Oh no.
you mean just help him down, right? Not like.
Yeah,
Right.
just help him down.
Look,
and then
Daniel, I have to clarify.
And then I'm gonna lightly lay him down as she gets in the car, to where I can, start to move him.
Okay.
How
What?
far off is Grandpa?
Grandpa's about 15 feet away in the same aisle that you are in.
Okay, did she get in the car?
Well.
As I'm.
What Clyde wants to do first, and then
Oh, okay.
we're gonna roll speed dice.
I am going to stow the pistol and take out the baton because he's getting close. And I'm going to start heading towards the driver's seat. It just kind of banging on the ceiling, like, okay, honey, time to get in. Love you so much. Positive affirmations. Let's go. I'm so happy I found you.
Are you in the car still, or did you get out?
I got out of the car when I was yelling when I was trying to express to my wife that it is imperative for both of us to move forward in life, that she get in the car.
Okay.
And so, yeah, but now I'm getting back in the car.
Gotcha. Okay. Daniel, roll me just a speed dice.
I just want to be clear on what's happening here. I'm going to take him because they're on top of a ambulance, right?
A sedan.
Okay, so they're on top of a sedan. So I'm going to take him and start to help him down. And I'm really only going to help until she gets in the car.
You're going to leave him?
It's Daniel.
I don't
Yes,
know
I'm
why
gonna
you're
leave
surprised.
him. I'm going to straight up toss him to the ground and then tell her that he tried to bite me.
Oh boy. All right.
This
Clyde.
could be the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me.
Oh man. Okay. Roll stealth, Daniel. This is because I don't think there is a deception roll here.
One degree of failure, but I'm going to use one of my competency points. I'm going to use 2, so I get 1 degree of success.
Okay. Now roll me a speed dice real quick.
3.
Okay. Jetta comes around the driver's side and gets in as you help Jake down from the sedan station wagon. And she closes the door as you yell and push him, or how do you do this?
Yeah, I'm just going to be like, oh shit, and toss him to the ground and then run and jump in the back seat. And just go, 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 go!
Jake! No! Jake!
And
Jake!
I grab her and
Jake!
hold her in the seat. Drive! 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 Look, I'm sorry. He tried to bite me. That means he was turning. You didn't want to see
Daniel,
it. It
are
was
you
either I
sure
leave
that-
him there.
Are you
I
sure
either
that he
leave
was
him
trying
there-
to bite you?
Absolutely. I either leave him there or we had to shoot him in the head. And I didn't think you wanted to see him get shot in the head. I was thinking of you the whole time.
Roll me grapple.
Oh yeah, Jetta's strong as shit. I should let you know that we did kickboxing together.
Oh shit. I got noodle arms. Oh, I got a 7.
Oh shit!
I got
But
a
also,
4.
hey, oh, those Muay Thai classes paid off.
Oh, no kidding.
God damn. That seems about right though. That is Clyde's life right
You
there.
go to grab her, and she elbows
The
you
one
in
time
the
I
face.
succeed.
and as you speed off Clyde, she pushes the door open and tumbles out into the parking lot. Jake!
I'll immediately swerve us to a stop and hop out and go, Jenna, what are you doing? We have to go. He's a zombie.
She
I'm
is
gonna
running
jump
towards Jake
And I'm
as
gonna
Grandpa
shoot
looms
in
down
that direction. Not at her. I'm gonna shoot at Jake.
You're shooting at Jake, who's lying on the ground.
Yeah, if she's gonna run towards him, I'm gonna make sure he's dead. I can't have my best friend's girl get turned into a zombie. I just got this best friend.
Grandpa is lumbering towards them now. He is 5 feet away from Jake, who's laying on the ground, clutching his head. Clyde, what would you like to do in this situation?
Oh my God, what do I do?
You have slammed on the brakes.
Hopped out. I've got it. Oh my! And Grandpa is right next to Jake.
About 5 feet away.
And Jenna is right next to Jake.
She is running towards Jake at this point. She's about you slammed on the gas. You made it about 10-15 feet, so she's about 10 feet away from Jake. So 15 feet total from Grandpa.
Can I go to restrain her so that the Grandpa doesn't get her? And also so she might actually see the zombie shit and believe me?
All right, so you are going to attempt to grapple Jetta.
Yep, it wouldn't be the first time we do this. All right.
And
I'm just kidding.
Daniel, you are going to attempt to shoot Jake, not Grandpa. Jake. I just want to be 100% clear there.
Yes.
All right. You roll me. Oh man. Shotgun's not really a long gun, but it's definitely not a pistol. So yeah, roll me firearms long gun with a speed dice as well as a white dice. And Clyde, roll me grapple and a speed dice. And Jetta is going to roll as well.
Okay, this is actually pretty good for me. This is actually a really good roll.
Okay, that's a good roll. That's a good roll. Come on, die hard dice. Now,
If
what's
I
my
still
long?
lose, I'm gonna be so pissed because this is like the best roll of the night.
I don't know. I think
Alright.
4 was the best roll of the night.
What'd you
I
get?
got a 4.
You got a 4?
I got a 4 and my speed die is 2.
What'd you get?
My speed dice is 1. My depletion dice is 1. I got a 28 on. Did you say long gun?
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
under
see what
trained
that's at.
skill. Trained skill checks, top right.
Right, firearm, long gun. Okay, so that's gonna be perception and willpower. So 44. So that's 2 degrees of success.
Man. Okay, so mark down 1 depletion dice for your shotgun. You only had 5 shells, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, no,
Um,
I had 6 shells. I had 6 shells.
Okay.
I'm down to 5 now.
Well, that's not exactly how it works, but yeah.
Oh.
Oh man. So you rolled a what on your speed dice, Daniel?
I rolled a 2. Oh, sorry.
I rolled a 1.
Poof. All right, cinematics here. You two, like buddy cop style, kick the doors open and roll out of the vehicle. Daniel's got this shotgun trained, takes 2 steps forward and just blasts Jake laying there on the ground. Center mass, just like Buh!
Who's gonna eat her?
as Clyde dashes forward and grabs Jetta in a bear hug and turns away as Grandpa advances on the now writhing in the ground Jake. Grandpa hunkers down and starts nomming on Jake as he thrashes out his lifeblood on the parking lot. Maxwell, you hear a shotgun blast go off, and across the parking lot you see Clyde wrestling with a woman as
I can't people remember my name.
I don't know. As Daniel has the shotgun raised, and by all accounts, at a man lying on the ground.
I fucking knew better.
You said it yourself. We can't think about them.
Yeah. Take the keys, pop the trunk. You're right. Here, take these. And I'm gonna hand you an emergency radio,
Okay.
the bag of road flares,
Neat.
which is 10 flares,
Okay.
a flashlight,
All right.
the nice heavy kind. Yeah, the radio's kind of heavy. I don't want to give you too much stuff. And then I'm gonna take the shotgun shells and the first aid kit. I'm gonna sling it over,
Okay.
and the other flashlight, obviously.
How much stuff is left in the trunk when he pulls
Nothing.
everything out? Nothing? Okay. I'll sort of nod towards the ladder.
And then I'll follow her lead to stealthily get up there.
Okay. Luckily for you all, the shotgun and murder happening in the middle of the parking lot has kind of attracted more attention than you. Now people are fleeing in all directions. First, they were fleeing because of Grandpa eating faces, and now they're fleeing. They kind of like there was this loose attempt to sort of restrain Grandpa, even though he was ripping people's throats out and whatnot. And then the shotgun blast goes off, and people just start fleeing. So nobody's paying attention to you or your vehicle at this very moment.
Unfortunate distraction. Do what you're gonna do. If you still need to do it.
I do, but we gotta get over there. I'm gonna need to make some noise while you break the lock that's on that grate.
Do you think you'll still need to do that?
Storyteller, does it look like we still need to do that?
It's pretty chaotic right now. I don't know if you will attract additional attention by attempting to open this lock. It depends on how you go about it.
So, question. Would it be part of my police training to be able to open simple locks such as this?
Lock picking is generally not a skill of the lawfully inclined, but there's a couple different things you could try to do. You could try to shoot it. You could try to break it off with something heavy. It's a standard lock. It's strong, but it's also a lock.
Is it a key or a combination?
A key. It's a key.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to start climbing the ladder. And then as I get to the lock itself, I'm going to try to bash it with the flashlight first.
Okay.
When I see him getting ready to hit it, I'm gonna turn to the car, and first I'm gonna lock the doors, and then I'm gonna set off the car alarm.
All right.
Okay. Would you like me to make a roll?
Yes. Melee attack bludgeoning. And roll a white dice as well for depletion or whatever it's called.
Okay. Well, I hope there isn't another stupid rule for that because I just got a 1 on depletion.
No, one is fine. Lower numbers are fine versus the higher numbers. Basically, for all, so now you have 1 depletion counter that you need to mark down for the flashlight, and you keep doing that until the number exceeds, or as long as the roll is less than the number of attempts or something like that. I have to look it back up again.
Yeah,
but you're fine
because
with
when I
1.
shot the gun, I rolled a 2, which is like, yeah, but because it was the second time firing the gun, it ended up.
That's right. It was, yeah.
Anyways, so I
might have that backwards. We're fine.
Need to find melee attack bludgeoning. That, my friend, is 3 degrees of success.
Hot damn.
I rolled a 2.
All right. You
Thanks, Die Hard Dice.
Thanks, Die Hard Dice. You take 1 good just crack. You catch it just right on the latch, and it snaps and falls off. And you're able to move that grate down. The car alarm goes off, and you see people in the crowd kind of stop for a moment, but they're all pretty panicked, and they're running one direction or another. But you do see 2 individuals in the crowd that were sort of slumped over, raise their head up and start to shamble towards the vehicle now. They reach out every once in a while at a passing by fleeing individual, and they turn, but then they keep coming back towards the car alarm.
I'm just gonna keep climbing.
Once we get through the grate, am I able to close it behind me?
Yes, but you can't. It's one of those like the the flat latch with the thing that goes on it and the lock slides through it.
Yeah.
So you can't lock it back.
That's
Anybody,
fine.
if somebody climbed up behind you, they could. Yeah.
And once I make it through there, I'll hit the button on the car alarm again so that it stops making noise.
Okay. Clyde and Daniel, you hear behind you. You've just fired the shotgun. And what do you do? Are you going back to the car now?
I'm running back to the car, rubbing my shoulder or my chest because I didn't hold it properly.
Fair.
And
I'm
also, can't hear anything.
And I'm kind of like showing her the zombie grandpa going, do you see what we're dealing with? This is a zombie. This is real.
Jake! Oh
Jake
my God,
is
Jake!
oh no Jake, and he like,
What?
come on, come. Oh, let me. You're going to get killed.
And you are able to wrestle her back towards the car. And as you're getting back into the car, you hear the car alarm go off, and your attention is directed over towards the police car. Both of you give me a spot listen.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll at disadvantage since I just shot a shotgun without any ear protection?
Oh boy.
No, because we're going for the visual instead of the listening.
Oh, okay.
I am going to use a competency die. Because I failed real hard. Real hard.
I got 2 degrees of success.
Okay.
For my spot
Right on the
listen,
money, too.
I got 4 degrees of failure. So
Oof.
yeah, my spot listed is 43 and I rolled an 80.
Oh.
So I start with 8 anyway. So I'm going to. I can't justify. You know what? I just don't see it. I'll live my life like this. I'll take that failure.
Okay. 4 degrees of failure.
Against my 2 degrees of success. So
Whew,
Okay, I will pop 3 of my competency points to bring us at 1 degree of success.
You just saved Jetta's life. I'm just saying.
Oh my wife!
Daniel, you see as you're rubbing your ear and walking back to the car, and you hear the vaguely. It sounds like it's kind of coming through like a ringing in your ears. That there's a car alarm going off, and you see Sheriff Maxwell Gray, Deputy Sheriff. I'm sorry. He was not elected as sheriff for this particular province here. Deputy Sheriff Gray climbing the ladder with Quinn behind him on the hospital.
Okay.
Clyde,
hey, what's going on over there?
Clyde, you turn to look at what Daniel's pointing, and between 2 cars, a man in a business suit that looks like his entire left arm has been ripped off, comes shambling out and grabs a hold of Jetta, who's still struggling in your arms.
With the baton, I'm just gonna. Oh well, I guess it was only a matter of time before she saw me for who I really am underneath. I'm gonna bash this man's brains in, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Part of the therapy was about was about finding a way to find a healthy outlet for my anger. So I'm gonna bash his brains in with fervor.
Give me a melee attack bludgeoning.
Good, because I have trading values in that, so I can re-roll if I roll shitty. And it's a good thing I did because I just rolled an 85.
That's bad.
Yeah, here we go. That's a 15. And my thingamabob is 23, so that's 1 degree of success.
Roll me a white dice as well. I keep forgetting what that one's called, but to see if it dies.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, just notate that.
Okay.
You kind of do that. You pull Jetta away with one hand. He's still holding on to her, and you just crack right in the top of the head, and the thing kind of stops for a moment, lets go of her, and then falls over backwards with a nice little dent in its skull there.
There might be like 1, 2 extra just to put some sauce on it, and I might squeak the name Jake after the second hit, like Jake. Oh man, then we're good again.
And Clyde stops struggling. No, Jetta stops struggling as she just goes wide-eye and sort of gets real clammy looking, like she just, that almost in shock look to her, as you killed him.
Yes, I had the same freak out earlier today. We're feeling the same things, and that means that we are on the step to recovery. But right now, I need you. No, we need to move this freak out to the car.
Couldn't agree more. Also, he didn't kill him. It was already a zombie. Didn't you see like the whole missing arm thing?
Well, we're really gonna have to, I feel like we're gonna really have to ease her into the zombie thing. And also, I need to talk to you because I don't think I've seen a zombie eat a zombie. And he points at the grandpa.
I was aiming at the grandpa and I just missed. I'm not a good.
Okay.
I told you I'm not a good shot. Remember?
Yeah, but you said he tried to bite you.
He did try to bite me. That's why I let him go.
But if he...
Maybe he was freaking out. Maybe he didn't want my help. I don't know. But if somebody tries to bite me, I'm going to assume they're a zombie in a zombie apocalypse, and I'm just going to leave them.
You know, that does make some sense.
Clyde, where did I hit him? I shot him in the chest. If I thought he was a zombie, I would have shot him in the head.
I know.
Exactly. I was aiming at the other one. I just missed.
Let's just all get in the car and we'll talk about it together.
Couldn't agree more.
Right now, yeah.
And maybe not the best time to have a dissertation. So you all, Daniel, you did point out Sheriff Gray and Quinn climbing the ladder.
Oh, hey, they left us. I say we leave them. Let's go.
Wait, they left us. What do you mean?
They kept driving when you stopped to come down here to get this lovely lady who was having just the worst freak out. I'm sorry. Don't really remember her name. Julie, Jaina.
It's Jetta. It's
Jetta.
Like
Okay. I'm there. All right. So when you pulled off to come get Jetta, they just kept going, and now look, they're climbing up this ladder, just leaving us here to die. Like I said,
they're going to the roof of a hospital in the middle of a zombie apocalypse.
I believe this is Darwinism, just weeding out some individuals, and we need to go.
Yeah, we do need to go. I can't risk my my life.
Yeah, you got your beautiful wife here. We need to go.
All right. So okay, and so he's going to get in the car and start to head back to the direction of the National Guard.
Oh.
Why are we... Wait, what? Where
did you think he was gonna go?
Not to the National Guard headquarters. You've seen the movies. We had this discussion. This is a terrible idea. We need to go somewhere safe. Somewhere sturdy where it's just three of us that we can just hold up and have a nice pint till all this blows over.
I mean, Shaun of the Dead is really one of the only ones where they had a plan that worked from the beginning to the end, but I'm not much of a drinker. I never really went out to drink much. Johnny, you used to go out to drink a bunch. You know, where did you like to go to drink?
Did they have any shut-ins? Or lock-ins? Big heavy doors?
What?
All right, so first we need to find some place that still has electricity so we can have her watch Shaun of the Dead. And then maybe we can find our way.
It's really a good movie. I love Nick Frost. He's
absolutely
just
amazing.
Light.
He's so good. Yeah, his monkey impression. Oh, spot on.
It's an orangutan.
Orangutan. You're correct.
So you all are back in the vehicle, driving which direction? So let's say the main entrance is off to your right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the parking lot though.
Yeah, I'm trying to get away from all these people first and foremost.
Okay.
So whichever exit gets me away from the herd, the quickest is the way that we're going to go, and we are following all of the traffic signs and whatnot now. And of course, just so we're all aware, we are now blasting Mayor Room for Squares album again.
Good quality. Transition. We head back to our intrepid scalers of building here. As you all are heading, Justice is drawing a blank on how would this ladder go all the way to the roof? Probably, right? There wouldn't be like stop-offs or anything.
No, it should just be a direct access to even the closest roof. It doesn't even have to be the tallest one.
Yeah. So as you're looking at the hospital floor plan map, yes, we are very official here. I know you don't have it pulled up, Diana, but fancy. The alignment of these, if you look at the first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor,
yep.
That square. So look at the first floor. You see the main entrance off to the right.
Correct.
So there's like this rectangle that's at the bottom left of the map.
Right.
That is where you all are. You are scaling up that flat face right now. So you're going to go up to the fourth floor.
Okay.
And as you pass windows, as you're going up, you do see windows off to your left and right. You pass the ICU on the second floor, just random rooms on the third floor. And when you get to the fourth floor, it's actually just blank space right now. It looks like it's under construction. And you come out on the roof of the fourth floor.
Does it look like there's any access?
Ahead of you, there is a door. It's a flat roof, and then it's got one of those doors that leads to a stairwell.
See if that's unlocked. Barbara, can you hear me?
You get static at first, and then you get some response. Who's that? Is that you, Maxwell?
Oh.
Yeah, it's me. Barbara had tried to contact me. Have you heard any radio noise?
No, it's infrequent here and there. Look, I've secured the station here. It's me and about 3 other chaps here. I just sent somebody down to the armory to secure some more firearms. But I think we got it under control here. Listen, there's some strange noise coming out from the capital city. We got some stuff over from Salem. They're telling everybody to get in their homes and stuff.
Yeah, it's mass panic out here.
Yeah, none of the units are answering right now. There's some sort of interference with the radios.
Yeah, I'm sure they're trying to jam us. Listen, I'm trying to secure my family right now. If I can make it back to you, I'll let you know.
Yeah, family? What are you talking about? Where you at? Where you at, Maxwell? We need you to get back here.
I understand. I got a call from Barbara at the hospital. Something's not right here. She's in a panic.
You at the hospital? All right, man. You stay safe. We're holding down the fort here. Yeah. There's some strange things going on here, man. I think I have lost her voice. I don't think this is right.
That wouldn't be the half of it. Just stay secure, Judy.
Yeah, you too. You take care of yourself. And get that pretty little wife of yours somewhere safe.
How's the door?
Wait. Before we go in there, we should have a plan. If the inside of this hospital is anything like the outside, we won't be walking into a calm situation.
Yes.
You're here for your wife. Great. I need to get to a landline.
the only payphones I can think of would be on the ground floor.
Now, hospitals are required to have landlines in case of emergencies. I'll be able to find one at a nurse's station.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we go in, nurse's station, find your wife, get out of here.
It's a fine plan to me.
Where would she be? What kind of nurse is she?
Trauma.
Great.
Everywhere.
Yeah, she could be anywhere in the hospital. When she had first radioed me, I told her to get somewhere safe and secure. So that would mean either the basement or perhaps wherever the least populated area would be. It looked like the 4th floor was under construction, but I don't know if she would have headed up.
Well, why don't we check there first? That seems reasonable. If she found her way there, then we won't even have to deal with the rest of the hospital.
Then we'll sweep floor by floor, see what we can find, and stay away from crowds.
Okay. Okay. I take the car keys and I put them between my fingers. I'm ready to brawl.
Ready to brawl.
I'm gonna take the badge off. We gotta move.
Put it in your pocket, or you chuck it?
I put it in my pocket.
So you enter the hospital. To your left and right are hallways that lead to sort of a roundabout of rooms. Directly in front of you as you come out of the stairwell is the empty under construction area.
I'd like to listen to see if I hear anything.
Okay, Quinn.
I'm going to kind of look around for signs of recent disturbance. I assume since it's under construction, there's probably dust and sawdust and all kinds of stuff that would show tracks.
Yeah. So both of you give me spot listen.
Okay.
It's not a thing I'm good at.
I kind of got a little zealous and rolled.
Oh, that's fine.
But I'll keep what I got. It was 2 degrees of failure.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend 2 points to make it just a regular success.
Okay. How'd you do, Quinn?
Oh, I super failed.
Super failed.
Yeah.
So
I got
as
sawdust
you
in my eyeballs, and there's still mace in there too. So I might just be permanently blind now.
just, maybe you need to seek medical attention.
Yeah.
As you both enter this hallway and look around, ahead of you, you see, because this is a hospital, they have to limit dust and whatnot. You see sort of this temporary airlock door set up, not like hermetically sealed or anything like that, but it's taped off. There's actually an entrance exit, and there's nothing immediately apparent except for it looks like a wrapper of some sort. Maybe an article torn from a magazine that's laying on the ground in the corner, and it says "Die Hard Dice, best dice in the industry." And that is the signal for anybody in chat to do !DHD in chat for your opportunity to win a free set of Die Hard Dice. !DHD, and we'll do you've got till the end of the episode to get your entry in, and we'll do the drawing here at the end. Other than that, you don't see anything immediately out of place. You hear normal hospital sounds off to your right. It looks like those are patient rooms, but nothing that is the labor and delivery area, as you see a sign posted ahead of you, and you don't hear anybody actively in labor, thankfully. And off to your left, you do see regular sort of hospital stuff going on. There are people rushing around, but there's no terrifying zombies or blood spattered anything. But there are employees and nurses and doctors moving at a frantic pace. But it's not massively overcrowded or anything at this point.
Okay. Well, there's people here. I doubt she'd be up here. I don't hear any franticness.
Don't you know any of her coworkers? Could we ask someone if they've seen her?
Is there a roll I could do to recall information, or do I remember?
Not right away. We will. Yeah, you'll definitely get the opportunity. I'm just looking at the key here, and actually, this is the. Oh wait, never mind. This is the nursery off to your left, and there's a conference center off to your right as you go down the hallway. So there's not a lot of activity going on here.
Is there a phone in the conference center?
Yes, there is.
I make a dash for it.
The door to the conference room is locked. No, I'm just kidding. You open the door and the automatic like motion sensor lights come on. And it's one of those, conference room phones with all the different buttons and everything on it.
Yeah, I will call back to my head office. I'll dial my extension immediately and try and get my office assistant, my secretary on the phone.
Didn't you kill her with a clipboard?
No, that's my convention assistant. Very different. One keeps my appointments for me, one carries my clipboard.
Ah, got you.
Yeah.
And she carries it with her head.
Pieces of it.
You attempt to dial, and you keep getting this error. Wano. You must dial the proper extension before. I can't come up with something on the fly. You are having difficulty dialing out of the hospital.
I'm gonna dial 9. And then my office number, because it's always 9.
If you would like to make a long-distance charge, please enter your hospital credentials for charges to be charged. I'm very poor at this.
Accept charges?
Yeah. Do you accept charges?
Are there any hospital employees within earshot?
It actually looked like this floor is fairly deserted.
Okay. Fuck, I need a code or something.
What, you can't dial out?
It won't let me. It says that I need to enter a code or a different extension. I don't know. Is there a little key beside the phone, maybe? Look, I'm hopeful here.
Yeah, I mean there is a directory. There's a hospital directory.
And what's listed on the directory that doesn't seem like it would be super busy?
I don't know. Infectious disease center? No.
Yikes.
Everything you can see here, I guess, just throw a dart, right?
Yeah, but I can't see it.
Yeah. I mean, you could try like the chapel, the cafe. You could try just about anything.
I'm gonna try the chapel, honestly. I'm just gonna dial the extension and see if someone picks up.
It rings 5 times. Somebody does pick up and say, "Yes, what?"
Does it sound like the voice I heard on Maxwell's radio earlier?
No.
Max, what's your wife's name?
Barbara.
Is there a Barbara there?
Barbara, what? Who is this? Where are you? We need more hands down here. Who's nobody's got time for this.
The wrong number, and I'll hang up.
What did you dial?
I tried the chapel. Apparently it's bedlam down there too. I don't know if there's a quiet place in this hospital other than this floor.
You all do notice across the hallway from the conference center in the nursery, you see a nurse walking around and checking on babies now in the nursery.
I'll like speed walk to the window and rap on the glass. How do I dial out?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Officer, what are you all doing
Tell
here?
me and I'll go away.
What do you mean dial out? What are you talking
We
about?
need
dial
your
out of the
assistance for the
hospital.
phone. This is an emergency.
011.
Okay.
Then
Thank
your
you.
number.
I turn around and go back to the conference room.
Who are
then-
you?
While I have this employee's attention, listen. Do you know Barbara? Barbara Gray.
Yeah, she usually
She
works
works
in the
in
ER,
trauma.
right?
Yes. Have you seen her today?
I haven't been off this floor all day. Things downstairs are insane. They're bringing in gunshot victims and car crash victims. There was a mutilated body. I don't know. They sent me up here. I am the only person here to deal with all of the nursery and the there's one doctor down dealing with a pregnant lady that might be going into labor. God, I hope not. Luckily we've only got 2, but I am the only person on this floor. Everybody else has been called downstairs. They're triaging. I don't know if they're going to fill this floor up or not.
I understand. Just take a deep breath. Keep your focus. I'm sure you're doing great.
I haven't lost a patient.
And I'm gonna just walk away.
You might want to get that looked at.
Yeah. What do you have?
What do you mean?
Just
what do I have?
just give me whatever you have.
I don't have anything. I'm looking after babies.
I'm gonna walk away then.
Quinn,
Yes.
you go back to dial out,
Yep.
and the phone starts ringing, and somebody picks up on the other end, and it's a whispered voice. Hello? Who is this?
Margaret, is that you?
Miss Strong, is that you?
Yes. Why are you whispering? That's not how you were taught to answer the phone. Is something... Are you okay?
God, no. No. Nobody's here. Nobody's okay. What do you do? How are you? What's going on there? Where are you this weekend? You're in Oregon?
I don't know. Some backwoods place in the Pacific Northwest. Look, what's happening?
Miss Quinn, things have gone insane here. Things have gone absolutely insane. I watched Director Armstrong rip out somebody's throat with his teeth. I'm locked in your office right now. I don't know what's going on. The phones are the cell phones aren't working. The TVs are all dead. There was some report from the governor who's saying stay indoors. I don't know what's going on. Miss Strong.
Okay. Okay.
I'm scared.
Well,
I'm scared.
You're safe in my office. That's a steel door. There's plenty of refreshments in there. Just stay put until things calm down. Okay, take a deep breath for me.
Are you okay, Miss Strong? You've never been this nice in your life.
Listen, I'm kind of relying on you for a lot right now, and I need you to stay alive long enough to relay a message for me.
Relay? What are you talking about?
Things aren't just bad in Chicago.
Yeah. The governor said it was all over the state. They're
Not
calling
the
in the
state,
National Guard.
The country.
The country. What are you doing?
Put on the fucking news. There's a TV in there. Surely you can find something.
No, it's just the emergency broadcast channel. Everything's been turned off.
This is an emergency. That's where they'll get the information.
That's a good point, but I have to be quiet.
Margaret,
You're out there.
put on
hear
the
them.
closed captioning. No, shut up and listen to me. You're gonna stay put. You're going to watch the emergency broadcast, and when you get to safety, you're going to have the company send a fucking helicopter to get me. Do you understand me?
Yeah. I'll do what I can.
No, not what you can. You're gonna do it.
You hear a banging in the background, and she yelps, and the phone goes dead.
I'll put down the phone for just a minute and take a calming breath.
Open the door. How's it going in here?
It's fine. I just need one more minute. And I'll pick the phone back up, and I'm going to dial my husband.
Are you calling a cell phone or a landline?
I would probably try his home office number first.
Oh, works from home.
Yeah.
Classy.
Mm-hmm.
It rings and it rings and it rings, and finally the voicemail picks up. Yeah, you've reached Stephen.
You're good at this.
Stephen Strong.
You've reached
Strong.
Professional
Stephen Strong.
improv, ladies and gentlemen.
You've reached Stephen Strong Enterprises. I might be with a client at this moment. Leave a voicemail, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.
Hey, it's me. I'm doing my best to come home. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I'll see you soon. And I'll hang up and get up to go join Maxwell.
As you all, as you come back into the hallway there, ahead of you is sort of a roundabout there, with a nurse's desk in the center, and beyond that there is a staircase. And as you come back into the hallway, the stair doors burst open, and a man comes up the stairs holding another man, who is bleeding profusely from the chest, and he starts yelling for a nurse. The man carrying him is in scrubs. I need a bed cleared now. We are out of room downstairs. And we'll switch back over to the Honda Accord as you all peel out of the parking lot, leaving Jake Snack behind. The crowd is dispersing. They ran from the shotgun blasts. Now you're noticing more and more shambling figures in the crowd, and as more of those start to appear, more panic starts to erupt within the crowd around you. Somebody runs right into your car. They're looking behind and they run right into the door, Daniel, right there next to your face, and they wide-eyed and scared, and they kind of bounce and peel off and run back the other direction. And you see coming down the line of cars, a shambling figure in a tracksuit. The way ahead of you is blocked, Clyde, as you turn right down the you're going against the lines in the parking lot right now, to get out. You're leaving the exit, and as you exit this parking lot and head actually direction of the emergency room, you all see the Humvees that are parked out in front of the entranceway there. And as you are driving by, suddenly you see two fatigue-dressed individuals come out from behind the Humvees outside of the emergency room exit and start firing at the crowd. Full automatic weapons.
Do not drive towards them. That's the wrong way to go.
Oh yeah, that's They're messing up my mayor. So I am going to do whatever I need to do to not drive in the line of fire.
Give me a drive check.
Oh boy. Okay, that's not bad. 17.
Okay. You whip the wheel to the left and doing your best drive impression as the Honda Accord comes with exceptional handling in this situation.
4-star ratings by
4-star
JD Powers and
And
Associates.
might I add that I am quite comfortable sitting in those seats.
Yeah, dual temperature controls.
My butt is warm.
You peel out of the parking lot and you see as the gunfire erupts from the emergency room entrance, more and more individuals are attracted from the crowd and are running towards the sound of the gunfire. And you do notice, actually, both of you give me a spot. Listen.
Okay. Okay.
That is all of the degrees of failure, every one of them.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well I succeeded. I got 31 and my spot listed is 43, so I got 1 degree of success.
Okay.
I got 95.
You
were gonna use some of your competency points, god damn it.
I think I only have. We started with 3 or with 5.
You start with 5. We start with 8.
Okay, so I've got 3 left. Sure, I'll shotgun blast all 3 of those.
So you still have 1 degree of failure, is that correct?
I will then pop one of mine as well.
Okay.
Now
you
I'm
notice
at 5.
you notice that the soldiers are aiming specifically at the shambling figures. It doesn't look like they're just firing willy-nilly at the crowd, but they are dropping or attempting to drop these zombies. You notice with your trained zombie movie watching eye that they aren't necessarily getting headshots, that they're just kind of unloading on these, and sometimes they kind of shudder and fall, but it takes them a little while to get them down.
Does it seem like if I flash my high beams at them, they would like work to not try and hit the car?
It doesn't look like they look like they have a purpose, right? They're not just firing at random.
Gotcha.
What you do manage to avoid, as that draws your attention, and you look back at the last second to miss the ambulance only entrance sign, and you clip the Honda Accord and break off your right side view mirror and scrape down the right side as you careen out of the hospital parking lot here and hop onto the main road circling. So you're on Northwest Samaritan Drive, with the sounds of gunfire echoing in the distance. Up on the 4th floor, Quinn Strong and Maxwell, this medical professional is pulling a bleeding body up the stairwell. You hear gunfire in the parking lot down below you, and the body that the man is carrying starts to twitch. And that's where we're going to stop for the night.
I shoot him.
I just have to say,
with a flare.
With that last thing that happened with Clyde, that's the kind of braking that you expect from a car that won 4 stars in terms of safety.
Stop it.
We got to keep trying for that Honda sponsorship.
We got to get that sweet Honda money.
I'm absolutely writing them an email this week. You have no idea.
Do you realize how many times we have talked about your fucking cars?
And how useful it is in an apocalypse.
They're so useful in this particular instance.
Oh man, thank you all so much for joining us this evening. This was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this session a lot. I hope you all did as well. Let's do so. Go ahead and get that last opportunity ! DHD for your opportunity to win a set of Die Hard dice. Thank you, Die Hard, the best dice in the industry. Let's go in reverse order. Clyde, who is piloting you tonight, Clyde, and where can they find you? Where can the folks at home find you?
Hi, I'm Clyde. I'm being piloted by Noir Enigma, very much like I'm piloting my 2019 Honda Accord. A car so safe, it protects me from the horrible thoughts that I'm a cuckold.
Oh, now it's sad.
Wow.
Don't worry, Clyde. You're not anymore.
Yeah,
Bitch is dead.
Jake's gone.
I took care of that problem for you.
That's the quickest way to no longer be a cuck.
Wow.
Hi, everybody. I'm Noir. You can find me everywhere on the internet as the Noir Enigma. That's Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, the whole shebang. I am also part of the Necrobiotic Kickstarter. I am a stretch goal writer, and I believe we just hit our first stretch goal. And I should be next. So if you want to see
We
module,
talked about it this morning.
yeah, if you want to see the module that I'm writing, which is heavily inspired by Crank 2 and the TV show Happy, I highly recommend that you it's Crank without all the problematic stuff. I highly recommend that you take a look at Necrobiotic and consider giving us some backing.
I'm literally talking to Mitchell right now.
Mitchell is everywhere all at once. I don't know how he does it. He's like the awareness sensors in a Honda Accord. And with that, I'll pass it off.
Stop it.
So next up, Miss Quinn Strong, who's piloting you this evening, and where can folks find you?
Hey guys, I'm Quinn Strong, piloted by one Diana D'Amico. You can find me all over the place. I'm streaming a lot these days, but the easiest place to keep track of it all is over on Twitter at D'Amico Diana. That way you can see everything I do and read all my sassy quips. And yeah, that's it.
Lord Fancy, or sorry, I got to keep going with it. Maxwell Gray, who's piloting you this evening, and where can they find you?
So I'm played by the sexy and illustrious Lord Fancy, and you can find a less bloody version of me on Wednesday nights over on my channel where we do D&D. We have our 6th episode coming up tomorrow, and so far we've been having a really fucking good time. So if you enjoy role play, just like we do on these nights, but in a fantasy setting, head on over there for some jovial times. You can also Fancies Frolics. You can catch up on your missed episodes on YouTube under Fancies Frolics. You can find that on my Twitter under the same name. I also do role play on this channel twice every other week. So on Thursday, you can see me here again for Iron, Dust, and Blood, where we're about to go into a mine?
A creepy mine, yeah. I mean, totally normal mine. And last but certainly not least, Daniel Smith, who's piloting you, and where can folks find you?
The main voice that's piloting me is known as Alexander Eccles, and you can find him mostly on the Instagram at Alexander_Eccles. You can also find my works on Audible with the Time Chronicles series. And I'm working on a new book now called The Pirates of the Galactic Empire. There's going to be a cybernetically enhanced chimpanzee in there who smokes a stogie and is fun to play. Other than that, we also will be dropping a new trailer next week or this week. This week. We're going to say this week. For Lupus Ex Machina. So keep your eyes open for that.
Fantastic. And I have been your game master this evening. Go ahead. We're going to close that raffle. Meow-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And
but talk about yourself.
Yeah, I am your game master. You can find me on all the socials as Stashman Do. This is Lima Bean, who's hamming it up right now. She does not have a social account, but maybe we should fix that. What do you think?
I want to follow her on all the platforms.
Do
You
it.
can
Do it now.
find me here Tuesdays, Thursdays. We've got our morning show. This week, as Fancy said, we have Iron, Dust, and Blood, where hopefully they don't die in this mine. And Friday, you can find us, Diana and myself, on Q Times, picking back up with our game of Mage. This is episode 3, and it is a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Do we have a... Yeah, we have a winner. Congratulations,
Twiggy
Sick.
Twiggy Sick. Either send me a message over on Discord in our Discord channel, or you can find me on Twitter and do it there, and I will get you set up with some fancy Die Hard dice.
Woo! Congratulations. As always, thank you so much for joining us. We do have a Ko-Fi set up. You can find the link on the Bard and Barbarian Twitter channel. And all of the proceeds, put a note in there. If you do decide to donate something, the proceeds from that will go to our beautiful cast here to help compensate them for giving up their Tuesday evening and coming out and hanging out with us. Additionally, always remember that those likes and those follows really help. So find these fine folks on the social medias, find them on their individual Twitters and their TikToks. Give them a like, give them a follow. Let them know that you love the things that they do so that they can keep doing the things that they do. We appreciate it. We love you all so much, and thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us.
Who's online?
Hunter's Entertainment. We could stream Rag and Bone or raid Rag and Bone.
Is it just Hunter's Entertainment? All spelled out?
Yeah.
Okay. That was my error, guys. I always forget to pull it up. But yeah,
Hunter's
we're going to go kick it over to Hunter's Entertainment, who are
raid.
also doing Outbreak Undead.
And like scream and say how awesome you love Outbreak Undead and where you're coming from, and maybe they'll notice us and sponsor us.
Notice us, senpai.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Notice me. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you all later.
Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.
Say bye.
Bye now.